Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to part 43 of House 8 of the Drifter Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And it is new skill day, and apart from Irving, and possibly Levi, I wasn't paying attention to him, the rest have got their new skill. But more importantly, I for some reason thought that Irma's birthday was tomorrow, but it's today and she has the bubbles. So we're going to have a birthday party for her. And because we have Hannah needing to have, since I'm, kind of working on the party animal aspiration for the fun of it, she needs to attend a social event at 5 unique locations. I'm sure we've had one of those here. We obviously had the wedding at a unique location and then the Oasis Springs Park. So I think we'll throw the birthday party somewhere else, and I will decide what type of social event and where when I'm trying to schedule it. So I will be back when we are at whatever that location is going to be. So I decided that we would have a birthday party and we would go to my Admiral Wreckage Park. And I brought our cake. So it is time to have Irma. Let's just double check quickly that and see all the bubbles there. So she has all of her character values in a range. And in some ways it's good because she should get a boost when she has to learn the parenting skill because you get a boost on new skill day. But because it's new skill day, we can have a party with goals. Which the downside also is that the next time I have a social event on a day that's not a holiday, they will uncheck all of the things. So you need to remember to check the event that you want to do, which is one other reason I don't usually do social events, but I did it anyways. I'll just have to remember for the next house and the next social event, because I'll probably have her, for the fun of it, just do some social events and see how much progress, though I think the last tier is quite a few parties, so I don't think it's possible to actually get it done in this house. But I think I've made more progress than I ever have in Drifter with that particular challenge. So let's have her come here and blow out her candles. I came here because, of course, it's in Sulani, so it's nicer weather versus, because it is still, much as it's spring, it's pretty snowy everywhere. I don't know if I would have gone to. She does not look very happy. At all, I have to say. It's spring, and I do have the park placed in Willow Creek, but they have snow at their house, and it's kind of cool. If not freezing, I can't remember, because when I loaded in to my save, they're all in winter clothes, which makes me think it's cold. So I didn't think going to the park there would be ideal right now. So I don't think I need to worry about the walls being up. Oh, there, that's better. So I'm going to take a pre-picture just in case. I see someone doing sit-ups. And she was successful the right time. I had them all come together so she would come over. And there she is. There's our Irma. Of course, she does not need a makeover, other than I might just give them all a bit of a makeover before I leave the house. But nothing major. Just, I'll probably particularly give Isabel a little bit of a makeover before we leave the house, or before I start the next one or the other. So she is an animal enthusiast. She loves the outdoors. I actually don't know what trait she really has. She has a collector trait. So she doesn't actually have this. So she just happens to be on this aspiration right now. I'm gonna make her creative. It's funny, if we had an extra trait, I was thinking, it'd be good to be a genius and a geek, because of the collector. The geeks also like collecting things, so I thought that would be kind of good. But I don't have 2 trait slots. I only have 1, and I do like to give them 1 trait from the first category when I create my Sims or age them up or whatever. So there we go. She's all aged up, and I think now she needs to adopt if she hasn't already. Parenting, nope. Friendly. Let me just hit play first. Well, I'm going to try and adopt as a care dependent. That's what I want. Anyways, I'm going to try and do it because I want to be able to teach manners and whatnot. So I'm not sure why that option isn't coming up for me, because I know that with Ivan... Oh, that's not our child. The red hair threw me. That's why we can't adopt as a care dependent. That's Hugo. That's hilarious. Good thing I tried. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, let's actually choose our own siblings and not our, I guess, uncle. Okay, adopt as care dependent. And then we've done that. So right away, actually we should work with Irving. So Irving actually needs, he's the one who hasn't done his new skill day. But he's going to age up first. But he has 6 days, so there's no real rush with working on that with him, since I'd probably prefer to get him to get a skill up. Because, of course, new skill day means it has to be a skill that you either don't have or a low skill that is below 5. So anything that you level up over 5 won't count towards that, which I'm pretty sure it now tells you that. Before the wording was confusing, it just said a skill, where now it says new or low skill. But we can't see, because right now we have the birthday party goal up, which we're going to get like a, well, it was a party, as usual, just because. All right, so now I want you, my dear, to come over here, and now that I've checked that Irving has time, we're going to work with Isolde instead, and we will teach to say sorry, and I don't really care that much about where it is. I just more want her to get the parenting skill is what I'm wanting. And even if I was to put her over onto the parenting aspiration, because we're not on her home a lot, it won't count the stuff we spent on the kids stuff, so her encouraging isn't going to help. But we will wait out this party a little bit. So, Hannah, why don't you come here and see if we can teach Irving to knit, which we may... Oh, you can't, because you've gone in the pool. Of course. I think are you in the pool or are you in the ocean? I don't know. I have a pool on this lot. Oh, it's over here, the pool. Nope, she's in the ocean. She's in the ocean. All right. Is anybody hungry? Well, you're not hungry. You are hungry. Hopefully you'll eat. You're not hungry. You're a little bit hungry. Really, the main ones who is hungry is Levi, and I don't know that he's smart enough to go and eat. So why don't we call the meal, because I brought some food, because the skill, I've had Isabel working on a few skills today. She's actually a little bit hungry, and she needs to scrubberoo herself. Magic. Scrubberoo. Actually having a party in the daytime. There's a first. Doesn't happen very often. So why don't you should probably be the one to call the meal. Did I tell you to call the meal? Yeah, you don't need to call the meal. I was going to have you because you're also a little bit hungry. So, are you going to go eat? No. You're not getting called a meal, so just grab a serving. All right. So now, I want you to get out of the water. I need you to it won't let you transportate, probably because you're in the water. Okay, stop swimming. Look how far you are. We just got here. And we just aged up Irma, and you were right there. And, like, you're, like, over here swimming. How? I guess that's... Maybe you came down here? What is this? Oh, it's a wild pineapple plant, which we probably can't do anything with because we need to be here. I guess it's not that far because you're here. Oh, look at little Herbert. Oh, he's so cute. Forever a toddler that we never had a play date with. Speaking of which, Isabel, why don't you come and do a friendly introduction? Because, maybe you could do a toddler play date with them. Since we never did. And if you know him, then we can have a toddler play date. Oh. You're a bit late, Liam. Oh, he's angry. Are you hungry? Oh, I don't know what your needs are. I just know that you're angry and I can't feed you because the game is still glitched. Can we give you a bottle? Well, let's try after, just in case you're hungry. In case that anger... Oh, you're happy now. Okay. So, hug lovingly. He's clingy, right? Because, of course, I make my toddlers clingy when I can't control them. He's so cute. The toddlers are so cute in the game. Okay, friendly. Brighten day. All right. This is not working for Irving. Now he's going to go swimming, and I don't think he needs that. No, because he can't learn anything when he goes swimming. Because he's maxed his motor, and that's not a skill he can learn. Which is why I wanted her to teach him the knitting skill. So, I don't think that's going to work while we're here at the park. I think I'll just have to try and do that when we get home. Let's come here and encourage learning about sorry. And then swap over to parenting, teach to say please and thank you. And people are eating the cake, which is fine. And Isabel works. I got Isabel a job. Yeah. So I'll probably end up ending this party early so that she can go to work. And let me see when the next birthday is. She ages up next Monday. So we're not going to be aging up Isolde because her birthday is after. And then we have a birthday here and there is Irving. So that'll be the last birthday before Isabel's birthday. So and then they would have aged up here, and I guess they're both swimming because of what they're wearing. And it shows you that with what they're doing right now. So I'm gonna just finish the party, and then I'll be back, when they're back home, and we're trying to work with Irving to, for fun, to get his new skill up. And really, I'm just working with Isabel to try and get her some skills she needs. One, for the career she's going into, which is charisma and logic, and two, to help her make money when she starts her house. Because she's not, like her mom, is probably not going to have as much time because she's going to be busy focusing on her career. The plus side is that we will have someone with her because we're going to control 2 Sims, being her and the other Sim that I bring in, which, as usual, I'll have them eventually get married and have kids together. So I'll just mention now, if anyone wants to create a spellcaster for me to use, possibly, and I can choose, or we can have a vote in my Facebook group for which one is chosen, if there's more than one suggested, to be with her in this house, as opposed to me creating the Sim that's going to be with her. The only thing is there's certain traits that I don't and won't ever use. And I'll, jealous is one, evil, hates children, kleptomaniac. Those are the ones that I really, really don't like. There's other ones I don't like very much either, but those are like the most. And definitely a genius. That's the one thing that I would like because of the fact of the career. Genius or creative, they can work with it. Either way works. So, but like I said, I'll be back when they're back at home and we're trying to work with Irving to, maybe learn the knitting skill. Well, it is later, and we're actually back at the Oasis Spring Park. It took a while because Isabel had to work, and she did end up going to work from the party, and then I stayed there because I have sometimes had issues when I've traveled bringing Sims home, and since she actually managed to safely get to work, I just thought I'd stay out there. And I also realized I got the extra boost of the club perks for boosting skills, which meant that Irma got her parenting skill. I don't know if she got to 9 or 10. Yeah, she got it to 9. And that was good enough because 9 unlocks all of the things that we need to know. And I did finally manage to get Irving actually into the area at the park over at Admiral's Wreckage so that we could teach him some knitting. I was going to try and get him to go fishing, but there was no fishing really close by, so I didn't do that autonomously, and I couldn't fish together with... I thought that was a thing, to be honest, but it wasn't coming up. But he's actually fishing now, so he has already got his new skill day, and I think he already got it because I think he did learn the knitting skill, but the only one who's left not learning it is Levi. So I asked Hannah to cook together with Levi. She's all the way up in the bathroom cooking, but he seems to actually have stayed down here. Yay. And hopefully his cooking is like only level 3, so he has a chance of getting this high enough. But speaking of which, I don't know if I have cooking as a boosted club activity. I do not, so I should make sure I get that done since I'm trying to boost cooking right now, because that's what I decided to work on. Because fishing didn't work, because, and she walked up there. She just transported back, and now she seems to have disappeared again. She didn't transportate up to the bathroom. She walked up there, which makes me realize that maybe I just left the bathrooms kind of intact the way they were, but maybe I need to get rid of that. Oh, did I make something that was gourmet cooking? I just, because when you do cook together with, it doesn't tell you what category it is. And I was thinking I was choosing something that was regular cooking, because normally you can't learn the gourmet cooking skill before you have got to level 5 of cooking. But in this case, I guess if you're cooking together with, you can still learn it. And now she walked back down. That's funny. She did transportate there, you saw, and then she disappeared, and she's walked all the way back over here. But that makes me think I need to redo the bathroom area and get rid of those counters. I don't usually put counters in bathrooms for that reason, because I think even sometimes when you have clutter on them, I might see about putting clutter, but I sometimes find even with clutter, they will still try and use them. That's, has he got this? He can only cook until she gets this done, and it took so long, and I'd rather do it here because we get, you know, the boost, because I boosted them, and there he goes. He got it. So everybody has gotten new skill day. Yay. But like I said, like his fitness was above 5, the fishing was above 5, and those are the things that he tends to do autonomously here. And at home he tends to cook. Yeah, you need to have a shower. Maybe. I was actually about to have them have a date, and then I realized that wasn't going to work very well because of the fact we're going to try and scrubberoo him. He didn't have, well, it would have worked fine. It's just that he didn't have the new skill day done, and I kind of like to, you know, try and influence them. So you didn't see Irving being influenced, but you saw instead Levi. Though, I mean, I didn't bother showing it actually starting because, one, I end up here is probably not so bad because it's not a doesn't have the simple living lot challenge, which makes it longer when I pull up the things. And he's off to go swimming. That's fine. He needs actually to work on his fitness skill for his job. And I did have Isabel. They're just so bound and determined to go and use that basketball. And she never finished her painting. Resume that painting. I was having her do this. And I asked, I think if I get the right, she leveled up. Because I thought, well, why not have this? So we'll have her mentor. And said I was trying to get Irene to mentor her, was what I was trying to do. I was just trying to get anyone to mentor her, but because I had asked Hannah to cook together with Levi, then it didn't work. She just does not want to paint. It's that basketball net. And it's also probably because I have fitness as an activity, and I am thinking that we're going to get rid of that because they keep using, I think, and maybe they're just using it anyways, because I remember in my city living Let's Play that when my Sims were in their final home, because they moved around from like one apartment that needs TLC to another bigger apartment, the one that's like 3 bedrooms and huge, in the building that Salim Benali lives in. And then they moved to the small penthouse, and then they moved to the big penthouse. So they moved around during the Let's Play. But in the final penthouse, there was a basketball hoop, and they would just constantly go and use that. And there was a bug report for it, and it was fixed. So I don't think it's necessarily quite as bad, but it seems to be pretty bad here, where they're constantly using it. So I'm just looking at the fun and games to see if there's something else that we might like to put on here. Because we could say use the lawn water slide, and that will build, which they tend to do autonomously anyways, even without it being a club activity. Because then that would help build. Yeah, I don't even have play basketball. I have workout, and workout is not the same as playing basketball, because that seems to be a separate thing. I'm just going to leave it and just take that away and leave it as it is. So you're back here, and you need to mentor. Can we get her to... Looks like she might get to level 8 anyways. Did she get to level 8? Oh, she did. Okay. You need to ask... You kids need to ask Levi questions. I don't want Isabel asking Levi questions, but everybody except for Levi is level 9 or higher at parenting, so we get all of the options. So we're going to say go ahead, eating dirt is fun, because we can work with his manners pretty easily. So, what are you doing? Oh, you need to scrubber yourself. Oh, you asked him. Okay. Unfortunately, I was like, maybe it's because he's been working with them a lot, but unfortunately, I can't get Levi to work with anybody because I can't control Levi. So, let's get you scrubbering yourself. Were you successful? You were. Good. And she needs to go have a shower. Can we influence her to shower? Parenting, influence to do your homework, but you know what? Maybe go shower first. Go have a shower first. And Levi is in here. Hopefully your needs are pretty good, Levi. Yeah, well, at least you're not tired. And you're about to get out. And now you're going to go fishing. All right. Okay, so Isabel, my dear, you need to sell to collector. Do you not have marketable? You need marketable, because that would be really good for getting your things. You don't need it now, we don't care, but it would be good for you when you're in your own house. And it looks like our day is over, and we're gonna have a pop-up that says, you know, everybody should have been successful. So yay. So our boosts to our skill building are now over. But I'm going to probably rally the troops. Maybe not. I'll see. But I'm going to take them home, and we're actually going to leave this part here. Likes and comments are always appreciated, and they really help with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.